Let me guess, you just made a beat, it sounds super dope, but you're running into one problem. It is the same loop for 3 minutes straight. How the heck do you make your beats more interesting? What's up, geniuses? My name is Adrian Rivera, and welcome back to the channel where you learn to show your genius. I've been releasing a song every month on the 25th for the past 2 years, and with that many songs, I've had to come up with ways to make my beats sound more interesting. Although some artists can get away with using the same loop on their own song over and over again, it can get kind of boring, and if you are a producer, you probably don't want to be that boring producer. So today, I'm going to be sharing 3 tips to help you make your beats more interesting so you can break out of that loop of creating loops. So let's hop into FL Studio and show you what I'm talking about. Welcome to my super unorganized project file of my song called No Quiero Sentirme Así, which comes out July 25th, 2023. First, I want to play you a section of the song so you can get an idea of how it sounds like for one, but then also two, to give you examples of how to make your beats sound more interesting. I'll break down these examples. First, I want you to just listen to a little bit of the song.
No quiero sentirme así.
Beautiful, beautiful song. The first tip I want to go over is to change out your drum pattern. Right here in this pre-chorus buildup, we have these cumbia drums going on, and then those drums transition into more poppy sounding drums. I'll solo out these drums really quick so you can just hear what I am talking about. So those are the cumbia drums. And then we come into this little break, and then turns into those pop drums. This is a pretty drastic example because these are literally 2 different genres of drums. Like I said, we got these cumbia drums first, and then we turn into these more pop sounding drums. However, you don't have to have this drastic of a difference. You can do something along the lines of just changing out these drum samples, or even just varying the pattern of your drums a little bit. For example, I have the kick going on every 4th beat. However, let's say this was like your song and you wanted to vary up your drum beat for the chorus section of the song. You could just come in here, add in a little bit pizzazz. Let's say we put in more kicks right here, maybe another few kicks over here. And now you have some drums that differentiate from the chorus and the verse. That sounds pretty cool. My next tip is to change or remove instruments within the song. Within the verses and the pre-chorus of the song, I have this synth sound playing. However, during the chorus, I remove the synth and I replace it with a guitar. It's pretty instinctive to think that when it comes to building up your chorus, adding more instruments is going to make it sound bigger and stand out more. And although that is true, the same could be said for the opposite, where you remove instruments from your chorus. And in some instances, that actually might be the better option than just adding a bunch more instruments to the chorus. For example, originally I did have the synth playing within the chorus. However, you're going to hear that when I have this synth playing, it kind of drowns out the sound of the guitar and it just becomes too crowded. You could barely even hear the synth to begin with, so I was like, why is there even a point of having the synth within the chorus when it's drowning out the guitar? You can't even really hear it clearly, so removing it was the better option for this instance of the song. Now, with the synth removed, we have more room for the guitar to shine. My final tip is to change the chord progression between your songs. Within the verses, I go from a major chord at the beginning going to this diminished 7th chord. I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. I'm not like super crazy with music theory. And so it gives us this like kind of awkward, weird sound. But going from that into the chorus, we actually have a major chord going into a minor 7th chord. This gives it a little bit more of an uplifting feel, not because it is a minor chord, but it is because we previously had these awkward chords playing within the verses, and now we have a little less awkward of chords playing within the chorus. Like I said, I muted the synth within the chorus, but I'm going to unmute it and solo it just so you can see the difference between the chords that I play within the verse and then within the chorus. So here is the verse chords. And here are the chorus chords. As you can see, it is a lot more, I don't even know how to describe the sound. It feels better. The chorus feels better, but that is on purpose. We get to this more concrete, resolved feeling instead of this awkward feeling within the verses. And to go alongside that, you can also change up the bass between different parts of your song. As you can see in the verse, I have the bass doing something along the lines of this. But then within the chorus, we have a little bit more staccato bass. And then with the pre-chorus, we even go further and do a little bit of cumbia bass. And changing the chord progression isn't the only thing we can do with these chords. We could also change the timing of the chords between different parts of the song. So within the verse, you might have already been able to tell that I have the chords changing every 4 beats. But within the chorus, I have some chords changing on the and of the 4th beat. And just to make it clear, I'll put on the metronome and count with it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right here 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. I stuttered, but you get the idea. So these are a few tips to help make your beats sound more interesting. If you like the way that my vocals sounded on the song, I actually have a whole entire course dedicated to vocal mixing called Vocal Genius. Feel free to check that out, link in the description, and feel free to check out this video on more tips on making beats. Thank you so much for watching. Don't be afraid to show your genius.